And of all days, right? Of all days, we got married September 11th, 1993.
Wow.
So yeah, I got married in Pittsburgh, and fast forward 17 years, our marriage was, and I'm certain now, looking back, perhaps I missed something, but our marriage is very good. We very rarely fought. We had a very stable marriage. We had a very happy marriage. We were blessed with two beautiful children. My son Billy arrived in 1995, and then Katie. Billy's the first gift. Katie's the second gift. Katie arrived in 1998. And we were blessed to be able to move from Pennsylvania to Louisville, Kentucky, and ultimately to North Carolina. But the first 17 years were very stable, very happy. And I think as the wheels started to come off in the marriage, I know my daughter Katie said it best. She sat in her closet crying, asking me, she said, "Dad, you and Mom were like teenagers in love. What happened?" And sadly, at that point, Annette, I had no answer to that question. And so it was in 2010, 17 years in, that the wheels started to come off a little bit. Erin, my now ex-wife, would subtly begin to accuse me of infidelity. Not to put it in business terms, but she seemed to do it quarterly. She would come into my office. If I wasn't traveling, I worked from home, but she would come into the office and demand to see emails and demand to see my phone. And, because her therapist at the time suggested she had the right to see that stuff. And I provided it to her. I had nothing to hide, but she was beginning to lay the groundwork that, I was out cheating on her, which in fact was not the case. So that started subtly in 2010. And then in the spring of 2014 is when, holy hell broke loose within our marriage. The accusations of infidelity, then she would pivot to accusations of drug abuse. So as it would turn out, everything that she was accusing me of doing, she was actually doing. So those were the truths. Those were the truths that she was hiding from me. So she not only began those accusations, but in the spring of 2014, she also started turning our daughter against me. She was 15 at the time, very vulnerable, very, impressionable. And so with time, she